Okay, alright, we're live. Hello, folks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have Kyanite League action between Roofing Crew.STX and actually Double O Homicide, formerly known as Double O Atlas. I do not know much about either of these teams, but I think the leader of the STX brand approached me and asked me to cast. So I'm here. It's a best of 5 finals between these two teams. It's Cafe. Roofing Crew will defend first. They also have Lob, but he left for some reason. And then Border, Atlas will defend, followed by Chalet. Atlas will defend again. Night Haven, Atlas will defend again. And then the decider is Clubhouse sides are to be determined on that map. But this should be a pretty good matchup here. This is the Season 5 finals. I know a decent amount of these players, I just don't know a whole lot about the teams, their dynamics. I've heard of Roofing Crew, and I've heard of Double O Homicide, certainly heard of both of these organizations. But it should be interesting to see how these two teams play, at least from the players that I know, and from seeing them play with other teams. I'm kind of excited, and I have a feeling that this is going to be a rather... Sorry, had a coughing fit. Didn't think you would want to hear that. A rather aggressive game, to say the least. Rather frag-oriented. Should be entertaining, though. To talk about the bans very quickly. Soulless ban, standard fare. Just taking out a really valuable intel operator, as well as useful in the roam game, potentially, which is where I see Soulless used mostly, although I think she also brings value on the objective itself. Ice ban, it's just your standard first ban from a defending team, taking out some sort of hard support or secondary support. A tad surprised that it's not Thatcher, but it's the same ban in effect in that it's just removing some sort of way for the attack to get walls open around the objective. The Mira ban, I'm not a huge fan of. I know she's map specific. Even then, I think, particularly on this map, the only time where she's really commonly used is top floor cocktail. You put one in cocktail lounge watching bar, the other one sort of by cocktail lounge entrance watching sort of back room and cigar. Even then, that's a pretty easy setup to counter. I just don't think that it's strong enough to really warrant a ban. Then the Monty ban, I'm also a bit confused about. It's a good ban if you're playing against a team that uses Monty regularly. If you're not playing against a team with a Monty main, it makes no sense just because he's so niche. And I frankly doubt it that Double O Homicide, that they are actually Monty focus here. It'll be good to watch, though. We've seen sort of an interesting setup here. Very expansive. They've punched a pretty sizable hole into Bakery there, which is unusual. They've also decided to do sort of a soft extension into Whiskey and into, VIP. But it's so far yet to really be challenged by this attacking team. First Blood will fall. Malevolent kill there. The hands of Zoli. The Wamai rotating around now. Might be looking for a second here. As Vitixel? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna say Vitix falls there. Zoli with another frag here, takes a bit of damage here, fighting off Voodoo. He's gonna get the kill there onto Zoli. He trades his teammate out, but the damage has been done there. The only hardage they have, really, out of the round, as well as that key roam clearer, which I'm a bit surprised to see that it's still on the board. Jackal, you know, washed bringing that, very valuable. You know, if it's available, I don't blame them for bringing it. I'm just a tad surprised that it was left unbanned, and instead we saw the Ace ban and then the Monty ban in return. So, about 40 seconds left here. Voodoo gonna rotate around. Almost spotted by the Warden, but one shot will spot December. Takes him out for a double kill. F90, no use against J-Way, though. Headshot from the MP7 puts him to sleep. Voodoo, the last one left here. Trying to clutch this round up, but I think now, realizing and getting a bit aggressive now, Voodoo will take down one. That'll be J-Way KIA. Model and Lob, the last two left. Time running low. Voodoo does have the diffuser, but I think considering the numbers game and how much time he has left here, it's just kind of a futile effort from him. He's going to push into Bakery, try and find something. Lob lying in wait, will gun him down. Put the round away there. In pretty quick order for Double O Homicide.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We're watching us. We are protected.
All right. Not a great opening round there for Roofing Crew, if I'm just going to be honest. They were unable to mount much of a fight, and the only real frags that came out there were towards the end of the round when it was kind of already put away. Obviously some good trades that we saw, but you know, once you're behind the 8-ball like that and in sort of a 5v3 situation, which is kind of what we saw from them, once you're behind the 8-ball like that, you're not going to be able to regain control of the round, really, in most cases. Even with trades going out, they just could not win their gunfights, and so ultimately got smacked by Double O Homicide. So, yeah, we're live. 3 finals, Onyx Division of Kyanite League, Season 5. I don't exactly know the history of these two teams in terms of the regular season, because, frankly, a lot of this is kind of just iffy. It appears Roofing Crew finished, at least after Week 4, they were second. I don't know how they finished after that, because there's nothing afterwards, so I'm just using what information I have here, what information still is lying around. On the other hand, Double O Homicide was 8th. Somehow both of those teams managed to make the playoffs, and if I'm understanding this correctly, they made it to the semis. Double O Homicide beat Divinity in round 1, Roofing Crew beat Rise Monkeys, and then Double O Homicide beat Destiny. I don't know who. I don't know how Roofing Crew got to the finals, but that's how Double O Homicide did, at least. But with a minute left here, as we're gonna turn our attention back to the actual round instead of just some interesting context, statistics, and such. There's a minute left, and they have the attacking team, Roofing Crew, has very little map presence here. I do not know what is going on for them right now, but they just cannot push. Zoli is fallen, not killed, however. I think a teammate's going to come over and res him. A Nitro goes out, takes down Vitix. The Flores is going to be at risk at this point. Some pressure coming out here from the Bravo. Voodoo going to try and maybe push back that Fenrir of J-Way, holding down the line, and Washroom 30 seconds left. And ultimately, I'm a bit surprised that we're seeing a 5v4 here. That'll now be Malevolent taking down Lob for the first kill of this round with 20 seconds left in the round. Honestly, I'm not even sure that both of these teams are going to entirely die. I think it's just going to be in terms of time. December takes down one, looks for a second one. J-Way with a second on the round. Zoli as well with a frag. One shot, the last one left here, takes down Model, but Zoli knocks him out with the Gyarados, takes him down. And we will see, I think, what, a 2-0 lead right now for 00 Homicide. Roofing Crew of the Defenders. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Blue is Roofing Crew. Okay. All right. My bad. So Homicide leads 2-0. Thanks for the correction, Cosmic. And whoever Michael Dugan is. Anyways, this has been bro.
Deployed, surface secured.
Just get it right. Just get it right. Don't go back and forth. Come on. Okay. All right. Let's get this all straight. My apologies for any confusion. Homicide is blue.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Double Homicide, Vitixi, Food Up, One Shot, and the rest. That is the attacking team. They will be on the attack or actually on the defend for most of the series, because after this they play the next 3 games starting on defense. On the other hand, you have Roofing Crew from the STX organization. They're going to be on attack for most of this game. Regardless, Roofing Crew with a good lead right now, as they're already eyeing this tertiary site. A bit interesting to see that they've decided against playing Reading Room. Instead, they're going to be looking for mining. Kind of unusual. A lot of teams, pretty much every team avoids playing mining. I think just because it's so difficult to hold that site itself, and to properly defend, particularly mining, with reading in conjunction with Fireplace. So it's going to be interesting to see how this attacking team adjusts, because I'm sure that they weren't exactly expecting to have to attack that.
Loading new mag.
Grenade out.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
3v5, Lob taking down One Shot by Tixie as well, falling at the hands of Model. I think looking for another one here, potentially. Just going to continue to hold that cigar site. Zoli gets a frag onto Wash, looks for another one possibly over by Cocktail Balcony. Does not find anybody, but does find the diffuser. A great play there for Roofing Crew, who continue to just roll really through this 00 Homicide attack. I think Food Up might have been lagging a bit. I'm not 100% sure. But with a minute left in the round, chances are not looking so bright right now for them. Going to drop through Heaven. Looks for one. Does find one. Zoli falls. Real sprint right in front of Model, but does not care. A double kill for the Yana. Food Up might be looking to make some impact of his own. Both of them going to now together claim control of Bar. Put it back to almost even, so it does seem possible for them to pick up the round here. But at this point, gonna definitely be difficult for them to do so. I think might be playing a bit frisky here, playing that cocktail hatch here into laundry spots. I think that's the... Actually, that's Lob as the Mazia. I was about to say the Turbarao of December's, but he is currently MIA. It seems Nitro goes out from Jay. 15 seconds left. Malevolent eyeing, just gonna slide down those white stairs. Gets a 3K. Taking down J-Way. The Nitro out of the equation. Getting laundry control. Not gonna push forward, unfortunately. December's picks him off at the wrong site. Voodoo without the diffuser. And no time left for him to make a play. And that will be an unfortunate end for Double O Homicide. Roofing Crew with an impressive side sweep, though. Putting themselves into a pretty good position here. Already having security an even split at half. As, I mean, I think that ultimately, great performance from Malevolent and from Voodoo. Don't get me wrong. That was good work from them. Obviously, you cannot rely on 2 players to win every round for you. You really should not be relying on 2 players to just dig you out of a 2v5 hole. The fact that they got that close is good news, because there's still obviously fight in them. But I think it was just they got confused at the end, it seemed. I think they were assuming that it was reading and Fireplace instead of mining, and especially considering that the hold above didn't really indicate that it was a mining hold, I would say. You know, you could pretty quickly and easily mask that or falsely assume that that was a hold for reading, and so ultimately just were unable to, in conjunction with the fact that they didn't have numbers and they didn't have a whole lot of time to get an execute down, you know, ultimately were unable to get the round win there. And so it's an unfortunate blend, really, that put that game away. So hello to everyone that's joining. Already 3-0 in this best of 5 series here. Between Roofing Crew.STX versus Double O Homicide. And Amaru in play here from Malevolent, gonna just quickly gutter his way up the train. Gonna try and get some quick and easy map control. No one's really around to contest him, however. I think the entire hold here from this defending team, from Roofing Crew, has sort of spread itself out across the first floor instead of across and possibly an additional vertical presence here. Zoli holding down the line from that bakery side. Does have those magnets in his pocket, going to continue to generate them throughout the round, so needs to be mindful for that. Both of his magnets going to get burned here. Still waiting to generate more. I think Jay might be looking to activate a couple of his Fenrir F-Not mines. By Tixie takes down Zoli. He's going to send out another Candela, possibly. Throws that one early, so will cook for a bit. He'll now push forward. Gets caught by the F-Not and taken out by J-Way. Unable to work around that F-Not mine. Jay runs out of ammo, however, got a feeling that two-piece Washed will make him pay for that. Malevolent with a headshot here on a model. Looking for potentially some more pressure to be applied on the site. December's holding on the line. TCSG in hand. Aims it down range, looking for something here. Lob gonna make his way slowly but surely back towards the site. December's gonna probably be this key player that's gonna make the difference in the rest of this round. December's takes a bit of fire, gonna fall back. Nitro ripped, sends it out, misses. Being droned out right now by these 2 remaining players. Lobs is gonna get a frag there onto Malevolent. One-shotted Washed against December's, and Lob swinging there as one shot. Has to pay for his mistake. Washed with a double kill though, as he will take down December's. Gonna try and res his teammate now. Lob pressing potentially. I think realizes that one shot gets res, so now back to a 2v1 situation. Does not realize it, however, but Wash does a swing, a 3rd kill on the round. And finally on the board here. Double O Homicide gonna pick up a round. Right. So, good news if you are a fan of Double O Homicide, formerly known as Double O Atlas. I'm sure there's a couple of names before that. Regardless, you're finally on the board. You might have just figured out the formula to victory. And that is,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
we're seeing a very much expansion, an extension-based game from this defending team from Roof and Crew.STX. You can just brute force it. That's what they did then last round. You know, it was the same hold in effect, as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The first time around, they really focused their attack on rather the VIP and garage side of things. That did not work. They pushed right into that sight line there, onto service, obviously into the VIP shield, and the warden playing there could not make anything work. Second time around, they go to the other side of that hold. They decide to pressure bakery. There's a massive hole, mind you, in the wall between bakery and site. So even with the zombie barriers and, you know, Zoli as the Wamai slowly but surely generating utility to cover that, they just basically had to pressure that, even the slightest. And once they burn the magnets, and then they threw Vitexi's Candelas in there. I think it was Vitexi's Candelas, might have been someone else. You know, once they burn the magnets, they could just throw that utility in there and then push out the Wamai that was playing there on whatever support that he had. And truly, just because of the fact that they applied all of their focus and a lot of just sort of brute force and pressure to that side of the objective, they were able to break through. And I think that's also kind of an indictment against Roof and Crew for just not really adjusting their manpower and ideally their utility as well, to account for that. So I think if they had done so, that might have gone a bit differently. But ultimately, just crumbled under pressure. Still a valiant effort from them. Now onto this penultimate round of the first half of this first map. I know it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty early on, obviously, but so far, at least, still seems to be the match in control of J-Way and the rest of Roof and Crew here. I think some vertical pressure potentially being applied as One Shot's made his way towards Museum entrance, getting pressured a bit by a player in mining. That'll be lobbing out a Nitro, turns One Shot into the newest member of Team Rocket, but will get traded out. In kind, Malevolent lies in wait, just catches him rotating away through Fireplace, looks for a second one, shut down by Zoli, however. A headshot from the MP5K puts him away. And quite a sequence of events there. Lob with a great play gets himself traded out there. Ideally doesn't get shot from a melee hole that he's not paying any attention to in Fireplace, but still the fact that he was able to get that frag there onto One Shot, waste some more time, deny some map control, is, you know, what they should really be looking for here, because that's what's going to lead to victories. Clearly, Vitexi and the rest of Double O Homicide move kind of slowly. They like to spend a lot of time on the push, leave not much time for the execute. It's really up to Roof and Crew to capitalize on that, to exploit that. Model will take down one. Washed falls in the hands of Zoli, a double kill from the Wamai. And 20 seconds left for Vitexi to make a play. J-Way shuts that down, though. One shot, one kill, M590. And a fourth round here for Roof and Crew. Again, like I just said, this attacking team, Double O Homicide, they're taking a lot of time on these pushes. And there's not even a real heavy roam presence. Sure, we saw it there. We saw Lom below roaming, likely to deny some vertical, look for a nitro frag on, on Cigar. But before that, we hadn't really seen like a dedicated player on a different floor or in a different part of the building trying to waste time and deny map control.
Attackers need to
And,
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Even without that, Vitexi and the rest of the Homicide roster is taking a while to get these pushes down. I mean, case in point, the first time that they attacked that site, it wasn't until less than 1 minute left in the round where we even saw a frag go out. And, you know, they're leaving their push oftentimes, or their execute, I should specify. Because it's not as though they're sitting at spawn until 1 minute left. They're leaving their execute and the real key aspects of their push where they're going to have to really fight and focus. They're leaving that to the last, you know, 30, 20 seconds. And when you're leaving it to that, you're leaving that little time on the clock to make something happen, it's just very difficult to win because you have such little time to be perfect. And so you're obviously there's, you know, a propensity for making mistakes, and those mistakes become even costlier when you have that little time to adjust. So, you know, you start rushing. When you rush, you get sloppy. When you get sloppy, you end up losing the round in most cases, and that's what we seem to be seeing here from Homicide. I'm curious to see how this last round goes here. We're going to see the Fenrir come out again. I think this is the first time that we're seeing the Fenrir on this side, but it's the same concept of a hold, at least, from Roofing Crew. They're going to, again, be looking to control vertical, waste a lot of time there, but I think might be a bit of a wiser approach right now from Homicide. The Ying of Vitixi falls into model. He'll just roll right down White Stairs and make mincemeat of the Ying. That is unfortunate. Very much so for 00 Homicide. Again, I think this has to be, what, the 5th round, maybe the 6th round, where we've seen Roofing Crew get that opening frag, and it's been a real difference maker as well. I would note, you know, the vast majority of teams that get that opening kill end up picking up the round here, and it's just allowing them to get control over the round and sort of throttle, I would say, as Lob takes down one. Malevolent will trade out for Zoli. The Wamai knocked out of the round, unfortunately, for Roofing Crew, but like I was saying, you know, the fact that they're able to get that opening frag obviously gives them a benefit in the numbers game, means that they can sort of focus on trades, and that'll allow them to maintain that numbers advantage. One Shot's going to look for the plant now. Model stops Wash in his tracks, though. One Shot's down, and out goes One Shot. Decembers and Jay serve as the cleanup crew for Roofing, and they will pick up a 5-1 split at half. A near ideal situation here for Roofing Crew. I personally believe this is a slightly defender-favored map. They just got a 5-1 split on the first map here. So it's not as though they're going to be pushing series point after this first map. But they are...
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Yeah.
Reloading!
Well done.
Activating jammer.
Try to get through that.
10 seconds to insertion.
Secure the wall!
Reload.
5 seconds to insertion.
Strike locked in.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Deploying jammer. We are now protected.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
5v4v4. Pardon me, Malevolent takes down Jay, but Lob going to trade him out for the first frags of the second half. Just to finish my thought very quickly before I sort of recap this first half and what we've seen so far in the second half. The team that gets this opening frag most often wins the round. Obviously, the numbers game advantage. Sort of mental, I would say, as well, as a factor. You know, knowing that your team has that lead and is asserting control. The other thing is, you know, the ability, particularly on defense, to sort of throttle the opposing team, force them to slow down or really play to your game. Zoli takes down Voot, but Washed will trade him out, so maintaining this even numbers here as gonna start applying some pressure. It seems Roofing Crew rotating around right now. December's might be eyeing an entryway here. Gonna potentially push his way towards Cigar, sort of that mini bar. And maybe try and flush out one shot here. He's accompanied, however, by Vitixi. I don't know if they're aware of the fact that that mute is lying in wait. But certainly could be a pretty concerning situation for them if they don't quickly adjust for that. A minute and 45 seconds on the clock, so they still have plenty of time to make something happen here. But right now, the issue seems to be that they are unable to pierce this Cigar wall. It is jammed here by that mute jammer. They put it right up against the wall, so that does obviously make it possible for them to open up. Actually, no, because that mute jammer is also there, which is a smart play, I should add. But, you know, that's going to make it pretty difficult for them to clear this out. I don't know if they'll be able to actually get that mute jammer off of there. Washed is going to be DBNO. December's takes some decent damage. He'll follow through Hyven, and there goes December's and Model as well. Wow. The 3 remaining members for Roofing Crew just wiped the floors with Homicide. That is... that is concerning. Zoli's over here saying this is so fun. Clearly. But this has been... it's been a mess. I think a number of things have been happening. It's only one ended on the attack, so I can't say a ton about that. But at least from what I saw there, it's a good hold from Vitixi and from Homicide.
Bomb located by attackers.
Jammer deployed. I'll just relax here.
One sec, sorry.
Magnet online.
Man, Sparky, would you rather?
10 seconds remaining.
No. Karar, no.
5 seconds left.
Shady.
Magnet ready.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Okay.
Activate jammer.
Clear! Gotta reload.
Ready.
I won't make this easy for them.
Reloading.
So, match point here. As I said, good hold, but ultimately, you know, just unable to really win against, in one-to-one situations against Roofing Crew, which I think is the core of Homicide's issues. And in the first half of the game, what we saw from Vitixi and the rest of them on attack was kind of similar issues. You know, they couldn't consistently get the opening frag and hold control of the round. And so ultimately, you know, they just could not manage to effectively really get anything going. Zoli with a double kill, but one shot will trade him out. The blitz here of December's is going to look to make something happen. One shot with a double kill will take down Jayway off of those Candelas. He's going to take a bit of damage now. That'll actually be one shot over there in the Cigar side, coming in by Vitixi. Vitixi's going to try and take out this blitz here. Out of ammo, however, almost gets flashed, trying to find him, runs away from that Razor Bloom shell left by his teammate Malevolent. Vitixi takes down one, but Milkman Model there to trade him. Looking for another frag here, and he will shut him down. A quick 1-2 punch puts the first map away in favor of Roofing Crew. 7-1, a dominant win from them. No. I'm neither. Just stop, Karar. Stop. But regardless, ignore that. Not a good look there for one shot on the rest of Homicide on their first map. We're going to take 5 minutes, and then we'll be back with the second map, which I believe is Chalet. Where Homicide will defend.
Ting, come on, like, that's kind of sad.
Yo, if they want, let's go.
What?
If they want to start,
Well,
Ask
Model's
them.
game crashed.
oh, his game crashed.
Yo, did you get me 316 that shit can thorn and that train?
Hey, can you stop being mean, boy?
Oh my fuck, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Listen to me.
Yeah, you're fat.
Yeah, you're a little man to me. I really
Better, Model.
smacked the fuck out of you, Zoe.
You couldn't even catch me, dude. You're so big. And fat.
Okay, bro. God damn, I can't take this from a guy that weighs 120 max.
I weigh
can't.
150, bro. Like,
I don't believe it. That's
I
cat.
don't care if you believe it or not. Don't care.
Zoe, I can bench you on an incline. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I don't care.
Damn.
I don't care.
He called you a little boy.
Dude, when you're 400 pounds, you should be able to. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
400, bro. I'm not even half that, you little guy. Shut up. Oh, again. Whoa, again. What's the next map?
I don't know.
It's, I believe it was Chalet. Whoa, again. No, it's border. We border and we attack. Yeah. Damn, Zoli. Thor said 150 isn't even a warm-up. Get fucking...
Well, yeah, not for someone who's 650 pounds. He gets you. He's got you on that. Like,
Nah, that's crazy. Nah. 650 pounds. I didn't even know somebody could get that big. Dude, imagine being that big. Like, I'd actually take a shotgun to my face. Like, no chance.
okay, Mordell.
Yo, y'all fucking suck! Model NB has a Bugatti. Fuck you, Model. When's this shit gonna get started, bro? I'm bored. I wish I had a Bugatti,
I'm
man.
just
Like,
making
what the
sure
fuck?
both teams are ready, and then we'll get into the second map.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh no, they're bringing in their demon E-sub.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking do a backflip. That's it.
That shit.
No, I can't. I can't do one. I lied.
Dude, I'm playing with Modell, bro. I'm actually freaking out.
Model? The
Model NV, bro. You can't leave out the NV part.
Thor, I'm not inviting you to cast. You can't cast. This motherfucker said that like 3 times in my chat already.
Can I cast? Can I cast?
Dude!
I guess there's subbing not players.
He's back. Hell yeah.
They subbed him out for himself.
Type shit.
I'm shivering, dude. I'm scared. The nerves are getting to me.
Shut up.
No shady, sorry.
Corn plumber.
Corn plumber. Yeah, that's fire name. I fuck
Wait,
with
what?
it.
We're playing Corn Plumber?
W name.
Dude, you know I went 2 and 9 against him, bro. You don't understand. Corn Plumber is
No.
Oh, you
Corn
played
plumber
him?
shits on
No
all of us.
shit.
We'll be 5.
Dude, when I played with L Logics on Angels Esports and we played Fried, bro. Corn pulling raid
Angels,
my
esports.
shit.
Oh, bro.
Yo,
Alright, I'm
Zoli.
starting.
Yo,
That was
Zoli.
so high.
Yo, Zoli.
Corn
Fuck
bummer,
off.
bro.
Fuck off, man.
What?
Leave me alone.
Yeah, you lost.
Let me do it just because Corn is playing. Uh-huh. I'll yell it out for you, Akiri, though. I don't want to be too mean in the lobby. I don't want to antagonize everyone, but yeah. So it's map 2 here. Sub now playing for 00 Homicide as they do swap out. I think it's pardon me, the Voot Up swapped out now for Corn. But for the record, Karar, what are you doing? For the record, Akiri wants me to tell Lob that Akiri says that he stinks. So, alright. I don't know. I'll let people have their e-beef. Corn is trying to pay Zoli to leave. It's happening in one of the other leagues. He's offering to pay for the next league entry. So you're realistically playing for nothing. This is entertaining. This is, I mean, the gameplay itself has not been entertaining, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But the banter is sure as hell fun. We're back, obviously. Second game in this best of 5 series, Kyanite Onyx League Season 5 Finals between Roofing Crew.STX and 00 Homicide. Homicide now defending first on border. They are down 0-1 after a 1-7 loss on Cafe, which is frankly very sad. I'm not even going to lie. They only won one round, and that was mainly because they played smart that one round, and the rest of the time they kind of did not. Not that they played foolish or dumb or anything in the other rounds. It's just that they simply got outplayed in those rounds.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
You know, they were unable to really compete with the aggressiveness that we saw from Roofing Crew, and ultimately just got drowned.
Bomb located by attackers.
So, to talk about the
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, talking about the bans. Sorry. Jocko ban, very standard. We saw it a lot, actually, from Homicide, so I have a feeling it's doubling as a target ban against them. But even if it wasn't, it's a very standard ban. It is, I think he's still the most banned attacker and the most banned operator in the game right now, just because he's a great operator. There's no other way to put it. You know, from gun to utility to secondary gadgets to the fact that he brings a shotgun with him for vertical. Zoli's going to get the first kill of this game onto Vitix. He traded up by one shot, however, with the TCSG. All around a great operator there. First play of the game actually going to be Zoli getting an opening pick again here for Roofing Crew. Quickly traded, so it's ultimately going to not really make that much of a difference in terms of the numbers game. Malevolent going to get a frag on a lob, though. I would note in the utility sense, a big gain for Roofing Crew, however, going to take down Vitixi. Corn with a quick two-piece, looking for the third here, potentially. Regardless of if he's getting paid or not to play the game, Zoli is still in here. Corn is still making plays, though. Just holds down the line, says the buck stops here from top of East, and ultimately makes mincemeat, really, of what remained of Roofing Crew in the first round. simply put, had enough rounds in the P90, and obviously the SMG-11 provides excellent assistance to very easily do that. To simply, get those free picks in that way. I don't know exactly what happened, but it just seemed that Roof and Crew was unprepared for him to hold down East in that way. Probably should have had somebody watching that, but they did not, and unfortunately it ended up costing them. He just killed 3 people on a flank, as Zoli just said. I'm not gonna answer your question. I'll put it like that. Monty ban again. Not sure. I'm assuming that's target ban against Roof and Crew, in which case I'm a tad surprised because they don't really strike me as the type of team that would run Monty extensively, but I guess they are. I almost said Akiri. A zombie ban from them as well. Instead of, I think last time around we saw, it was a Solus ban, I believe. Or no, a Mira ban from them. This is not as much of a Mira map, so it kind of makes sense that they wouldn't do that. It's also likely a sort of a target ban against Roof and Crew, where we saw them use rather extensively the zombie, and it certainly threw a wrench in the attack of Homicide, though to be fair, I think Homicide also used it pretty regularly, so I'm a bit surprised that they're going to be taking that away from them as well, from themselves. And then the Fenrir ban is the last one. I'm a tad surprised by that, because I would have thought that would be more so a ban directed against Roof and Crew. Malevolent is down and out courtesy of Lob. But I guess they believe that they will do better without it than Homicide will. Drone going to go out here. I think some pressure being applied right now from Roof and Crew onto that archive side, looking to maybe clear this out. Milkman Model gets stuck in a corner, and Corn Plumber guns him down. Now some pressure coming out from the Ram there of Zoli. Gonna get one, looks for the second one, and gets some cover fire. Actually some return fire, from Corn Plumber, rotating away now. Gets some assistance, looking for him over in the opposite side, getting droned out now. December is able to gun him down. Man advantage safely secured here for this attacking team. That Boogie drone gonna be going out here. Obviously, this is a pretty vertical favorable map, particularly before it was reworked a couple years back. This was a very favorable map for the attackers and for vertical play, so that Ram gonna probably be a pretty big difference maker here. Jay gonna take down one shot, Wash the last one left here, sneaks his way onto the objective, looking for one, does not find anyone, but Zoli finds him, takes him out, and that'll be a round for Roof and Crew. All right. So we're back where we started. Here we go around again. For those of you who get that reference, I am very happy. For those of you who don't, go listen to some classic rock.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Regardless of that, we have another Vent and Workshop attempt here from Homicide. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this, considering that they just lost on this objective, actually. Ultimately, I think it came down to the fact that they lost vertical really quickly and really decisively. And then the fact that they also didn't have an effective position and grip really on the objective after that happened. It was left to One Shot and Washed. Washed wasn't even on site. One Shot's sitting there with TCSG. He can't win a 1v4 with his teammate in Timbuktu. you know, it's just unrealistic to expect him to even stand much of a chance in that. He might trade out, but it's not going to give him a whole lot of room to operate, really. I think Jay might be looking to put some pressure now onto this connector between the two objectives. Obviously, that rotate's still available, so it's not going to make that much of a difference, but once they get control here of Armory and Archives, could be a pretty big difference maker. Lob will take down Korn, gets stunned by the Ella of Malevolent, who is going to just be holding on the line in Customs there. I think Wash is going to fall away from that Armory side, as like Tixie might have actually been the other one above. My apologies. Regardless, did waste about a minute of time, maybe a bit less, before that got pushed away. Now, very heavy vertical presence here, as that's going to be Zoli taken down by Tixie. Malevolent, however, going to trade his teammate out now, keeping the man advantage just to 1 here for the rest of the Roofing Crew, pardon me. Malevolent going to get a headshot on the lob there. Insult to injury onto the buck. Still some vertical presence and some vertical utility on the board, because Milkman Model has 1 boogie left to use. Might be looking to turn it into the 80s a bit. I know, it's an overused joke. I do not care. But at this point, with about half the round left, it's really up to this attacking team, up to Roofing Crew to put this round away here. They have the time that they need. They have a lot of vertical presence here. December's falls in the hands of Wash, who's going to be holding down the line on that vent side. Going to throw out an impact. Look to maybe make some damage above. Model going to make him pay for that. Got a teeny bit of damage and just went off. Guess he could not tolerate any kind of disrespect, including Pokeballs, and that ends up costing Wamai pretty big time there. 1 shot throws a Nitro out, will down Model, continuing to throw explosive utility above, and Malevolent delivers a kill shot there, a headshot with the Scorpion, and continuing to make good work here for this defense. Now we're going to see again here an Armory Archives hold from this defending team from Homicide. So it's been interesting to see how this goes. I think, not certain. Don't call me that, Karar. Come on. I think this is Homicide's map. I don't know if Homicide will win it, but this is certainly a map that they are strong on and very comfortable with because of how they're playing this. Clearly obviously going back to this top floor here, they did just show that they are not a one-site wonder, which fares well for them throughout the rest of this half, considering that they won the opening round here. So it'll again be an Armory Archives hold from them. Should be an interesting watch, at least considering that essentially they got flanked the last time and lost because of that. Korn, in his very first round in the series for Homicide, rolled... What are you on about? Farrar rolled right up east, and Milkman Model gonna roll right up on Malevolent. Take him out. Vitixie flicks on Zoli, though, and removes him from the equation. Unfortunately, that'll be 1 less Ash in the world for them to worry about. Alright. So now, just going to come down to these last 2 minutes here, but not much happening after that opening engagement. These two teams pretty much in the same position in terms of utility and numbers that they've lost. I'd say obviously does not benefit Roofing Crew here that they've lost that vertical play that's potentially brought with Zoli, but both teams essentially just losing a good roamer and fragger. Now, let's see, Wall going to be electrified once more. I think a Arcade Claw from One Shot is going to stick to that wall, as he's going to hold a very long angle. Wow, looking for something from downtown, possibly. They do have that wall open here, which is going to make it a lot easier for them to proceed through this area. But I think the issue is going to be how do they deal with these players over on Office, on Fountain. As clearly, Homicide has realized what the game plan is here, and they're going to be adjusting. Corn is going to be flushed out of Office. They're going to rotate back towards the objective, however. Tixie takes some damage. Model picks him off. A double kill from the Osa. Looking to maybe make a third. He'll get it. A headshot on a Wash knocks him out. Lob gets a frag onto Corn. Dealing with pretty much the entirety here of Roofing Crew. One Shot takes down Decembers, but it's in vain there as Lob throws down the gauntlet, gets the headshot, and the round falls in favor of Roofing Crew.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have located a bomb.
Alright. Okay. Let's say to my friend, I'm pretty sure I've told you this already.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
So Pentel's been around. We're going to finally see this mirror pop out here. One Shot is going to be providing the black mirrors here. I'm interested to see how that is used. Tell us. What do you... Jesus. Jeez, why do you care? Regardless, it'll be interesting just to see how these black mirrors come into play. It is the first time that we're seeing it. Not sure if it's the wisest decision, but it's an understandable adjustment. I mean, they did just lose this map, this site, and the main reason they lost it is because they lost control really of Office here. But Tixie gonna be trying to hold down the actually that side of the objective. Nitro ripped, getting ready to toss, decides against it here. Pressure coming out actually from Model. Did open that up with the Ash Charge, looking maybe to get something to go here as Corn takes down one, gets hit with the air jab actually of Jay. Bit of a little revenge from the grave, but unable to make anything happen off of it. Lob, however, well aware of where he's at, gets the headshot, takes down the smoke, and truly both teams scarred by that. Jay obviously KIA, so will likely miss the other two air jabs that he has. And then Corn with those 3 smokes, again, another round here where we're seeing their smoke dead early. So we'll lose out on those smoke grenades. We'll lose out on probably 30 seconds of push denial, 30 seconds of plant denial. Could be really valuable in the late round here against Roofing Crew, but ultimately unable to make use of that. Zoli swings, spots One Shot, and takes him out in the level and picks off Lob. However, to make it even here, gonna try and push forward. Dealing with Washed, sitting right over by Armory by Metal Detector. Falls down into Workshop, though, by accident. Away from Archives. Might be looking now to get a flank down. Washed is trying his best to hold them off by Tixie. Gonna look to flank. Caught, however, and taken out by Model. Has him a level and holds down the line. A double kill from the LA. He picks off Zoli on the flank there. Able to quickly nip that in the bud. Washed. Still really just throwing down the gauntlet. He has 13 bullets left in his primary. That is how much pressure he has been dealing with. That is how much he has been really trying to help this team out here. Malevolent takes a lot of damage, but he gets a 3rd kill on the round now.
Attackers have recovered
He'll
their
take down Model. December's the last one left here to make something happen. Swings across, I think, Washed lying in wait, ready for December's to push forward here. Caught by Washed with less than 10 bullets left at the end of it all. Gets the headshot there to finish the round out. And again, pushing the lead here will be 00 Homicide. It's a bit surprising. Last round it was because we can't. Don't do that, Karar. Don't do that. Hey. Not now. It's a bit surprising, though, as we move into the final round of this first half. It's a bit surprising to see this, considering last map, Roofing Crew, or actually Homicide, had only 1 round win. All of a sudden, you swap maps. These two teams are suddenly competitive. I think, goes to show teams have strong maps, have weak maps. This is definitely not a strong map for this stacking team. I don't know if it's that they are suddenly playing loose and overconfident. I don't know if that's a factor at all. But definitely an issue is the fact that they just seem certainly less comfortable than this defending team, than Homicide on this map. Do you still play? I've never played soccer. I don't know what you're on about.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Jammer activated.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Signal off and
Alright, this will be interesting to watch. We're going to finally see the tertiary site, though, of this defending team. Tixie very quickly down and pretty quickly turned into mincemeat there. Actually from Lob. Kind of an unfortunate end, really, for the castle. Very quickly taken out and unable to really make anything happen off of it. Zoli takes a bit of damage now. Dual R4 season play. Actually, these two, classic players here, Lob and Zoli, are going to just continue to make issues. Really for them. Corn falls, Malevolent also KIA. One shot takes a bit of damage. Now try and actually deal with Washed here, as the mute is going to be 1v1ing with Zoli, with the Ram. One shot is killed there. It gets too much pressure from between the Milkman Model delivering the killing blow, and obviously above Jay with those cluster charges. And Milkman Model will close out a flawless round. Not even enough time for me to get my words out there. Wow. Just got demolished, really, on that last round. I think honestly, they lost that last round just because they weren't prepared. They had the right idea there with an extension into Workshop, but I think the execution of that was off, first of all. And second, I would also say that, the other part of the problem is just that they didn't seem ready. They really invested into that near side area, and when they were winning, part of it was because of the fact that they had players on the roam, throughout the building, around the objective, and so on and so forth, that were making it difficult for this now defending team to operate.
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
But without that, and given the fact that they were pretty quickly, due to Vitixi, pretty quickly put in that down a man situation, I think that they ended up just playing the rest of the round as though they were hobbled, which they frankly kind of were.
10 seconds to insertion.
Those are... It's nowhere near any of those. I try to. I play club lacrosse, sure. I don't know how you got any of those sports from that though. We'll have to see how this goes. Certainly will be interesting to watch, regardless of what sports I used to play for some reason. As again, it's a top floor hold. Should be interesting to see how this proceeds. There is again a mirror in play here, modestly bringing those black mirrors. This time, no mirror in that little mini armory area. Decembers takes down Korn though from a headshot. I do rather having a bit of an extension here into this main hall into 90. They do not have actually a mirror holding that, but they certainly do have enough of a hold here to really make it difficult for this push across east to happen. Vitixi falls stands of Zoli, gets aggressive and able to pay it off. There goes Washed, pushing back potentially. One shot DBNO here, I think trying to provide some assistance is Washed, but Zoli with a quick 3-piece for his team. Malevolent, the last one left right now, as he's gonna, I think, might be looking to just play a bit like a rat. Half the round remains, and he might be eyeing some feet from that hatch. Rolling around, that'll be Zoli, gets a headshot from the MK14, and Lob gonna punish Malevolent for getting the frag and then immediately looking back up the hatch. Unable to do anything really afterwards. But then again, the expectations on him were very low considering it was a 1v5 situation. MF, what do you mean I'm a free agent? What does that mean? Alright. Okay. So, I think we might be seeing a bit of a change of direction here from Jay and the rest of Roofing Crew. They are going to pick up this first round in the second half. Again, the defending team, but this time it's going to be actually in favor of them. So they might now be able to get some win in their sails, get something going here. Obviously it's early. Obviously they still have a lot of time to do so, but they're basically in a ranked game at this point. Not only in how this is being played, but also in the fact that, they are basically sitting here with this lead, looking to now keep it going. They're already up a map, so it is very possible that they could walk away with this, put themselves at series point very early, look for a sweep to add another notch to their belt, add another trophy to the case here. 4v5 situation as Lob takes down one shot, but obviously the road to that is quite long, but it starts with Lob here, taking a key frag for his team. Not only that opening pick, but also getting rid of the only hard breach that they have. And mind you, this is Border. This is not a map where you can really work very effectively without a hard breach in your pocket. And they now no longer have a hard breach in their pocket. This is going to be a difficult task, really, from them. The Omai there of Zoli going to roll down main, actually looking for somebody. Snipes the feet of Korn, however. That is a bit embarrassing. Now getting a bit aggressive. Will pop that castle barricade. Not sure if the time for that was right. I think might have got detected by the EE1D. Does not care that Vitixi is sitting right there. Vitixi unable to get the frag, but Washed will trade him out for it. Still the man advantage heavily in favor of this defending team. Malevolent tries to bring a bit back to even. Will pick off Model. Removes the Solus after he tried to get a bit smart there. Dropped into customs from the hatch with a bang. and I think that was what really tipped him off to where he was at. He probably got a bit too aggressive there, Zoli did, but regardless, was a good spot for them to be in what he did and how he approached that. He was at least able to trade himself out after getting that frag there. Wash now dealing with some pressure. Gonna use a melee hole there. Lob takes him out. A double kill from the Mozzie. Malevolent trades him, however, a headshot from the G36C will put him in the grave as Jay and Decembers looking to record a save here for their team. Malevolent trying to ply this site here that by a country mile, frankly. Looking to maybe make something happen. Flashes go out. He'll roll in. Does not have the diffuser. 40 seconds in the round. Nitro goes out through Jay. Misses it in attempting to take it down before he can detonate. But unfortunately for him, unsuccessful. Jay throws it out. Rolls back to safety. Detonates it and manages to put the round away, pardon me. Still plenty of game to be played, however, since we have, after this map, we have at least one more map in the series. This is a best of 5, remember? I agree with that second to last statement, and the rest of it I'm not going to be
Attackers need to locate and
responding
defuse
to.
bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Test deployed, awaiting target.
Sensor on. Let's see what I can find.
10 seconds to go.
Testing position.
5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Vulcans are on in play. Camera ready to activate.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Malevolent takes down Model. Model going to pick off one shot, though, so effectively a trade there between the two of them. And as this round slowly unfolds, potentially the penultimate round of this second map here. Washed down. Korn going to come in to save him, however. By Tixie falls in the hands of Jay. A one bump from the mute. December takes down Washed. Korn will take down one on December's, trades his teammate out. Korn, however, gets traded there. Jay gonna detonate the Goyo canister in his face and lose a bit of health for that silly mistake there. Malevolent, the last one left here in this round. It seems to me that Zoli gonna get the killing blow there onto Malevolent. Put his team at match point. Case in point. It seems to me that right now Roof and Crew is pulling away. It's been a great fight from what we've seen from this defending team, or pardon me, this attacking team from Double Homicide, but they got wiped out in the first map, and they were doing great. Don't get me wrong, in this second map, but they got to 3 rounds. They got to the end of the first half. We'll put it there, and then they just sort of sputtered. They were unable. I'm making word soup for you all. My apologies. They have been unable to really score at all since then.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Everyone on these teams is getting a bit cynical. Zoli's saying this is a waste of time. Malevolent is getting called a baiter.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Korn is apparently just swinging everything, which seems to be accurate. This is only highlight, he says. You know I'm not ready. Alright. I had a feeling it was going to be something asinine like that. I literally just saw something like that on social media the other day. One shot trying to put some pressure here, and I think that's Zoli going to get pushed down east, potentially making his way back up, fighting back and forth, sort of a push and pull with those flashes from Vitixi. One shot, Malevolent taking down Zoli and Milkman Model. There we go, my apologies. Korn takes down one, returning fire, however, it's December's, but still, the numbers game does not look good for him right now. Jay dealing with some flashes on what is that, Africa, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, if that's not Africa, where these flashes are coming from, where, what is that? Yeah, I think that was Malevolent holding that window. At this point, it's clear, but December's dealing with a decent amount of pressure right now onto that side of the site as now the push routes itself through office here. Watching that angle, able to capitalize, takes down an unaware Vitixi. December's with a double kill. Jay might be looking for one here. One shot takes some damage. A 3K for December's, however. His eyes the fourth, but flanked by Malevolent and Washed, able to deliver the final leg here of the race. And 6-4 now. Still match point, however, for this defending team. They're eyeing putting themselves at series point. They're in a really, really good spot right now, and they just need to close it out. Obviously, they have a couple of shots here to do so, and obviously on the flip side, not a whole lot of room for error if you're on this attacking team, if you're on Double O Homicide, because obviously they're already down a one game. And so although a 3-2 comeback in this best of 5 series is possible, it is highly improbable and frankly quite difficult.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
They really need to, if they want to stand a chance, they really need to put the map back in their control, and ideally, just put it away real quick, so that way they can keep themselves in the running, keep themselves in stride with Roof and Crew, which is definitely not an easy task from what I've seen, because Roof and Crew is a pretty quick runner. To just expand upon that, That stride metaphor.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Perimeter defense active. Ready. Let's engage. Jammer activated. Moving right. Defense ready.
Alright. We'll have to see how this goes. It's a pretty similar principle here from this defending team. They're trying to get some control right now of CC and break. Zof there of Malevolent rolls around, catches December's by surprise, catches Zoli as well for a quick 2-piece. Looking for the third, potentially. Has the 1-2 punch, looks for the uppercut, misses Jay, however, going to take some damage now. Looking for one more Milkman model, going to take it out, however. Nitro goes out, whiffs on the Nitro, whiffs on the shots, and Jay will make him pay for that. Corn going to get the frag, trades himself out. One shot going to trade out Jay, and Lob, the last one left here. He's trying to clutch this round up as a 3v1, and ultimately does not stand a chance against Washed, as Washed going to push his team to almost match point here. Ultimately, even though Washed had the disadvantage of being surprised, just could not, or the defending player, which was, if I remember correctly, was Lob, just could not successfully win that gunfight. And regardless, it was a difficult situation for him to be in. All things considered, considering it was a 1v3 and he was losing sight. So just unfortunate how that turned out there. If you're on Roof and Crew, they have one more shot, at least until a bit. They have one more opportunity right now for putting this map away before overtime. On the flip side, we're really good comeback so far, and potentially a comeback that will continue for a while for this attacking team. Pardon me, not this defending team. The defending team, Roof and Crew, seem to be choking right now. Unlike that, we're seeing just really nice grit, really, from this attacking team, from Washed and Vitixi and all of Homicide. Some kind of... That's weird.
10 seconds to go.
I have no advice. I don't know what you're on about, Karar.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb
I'm
and
ancient.
defuse it.
It's an answer. So I think, yeah, this might be a bit of a panic moment potentially for this defending team, as they've gone to vents. They have yet to win a defending round in a moment. So although they've had success on the site and on all the sites, really, they did get a site sweep there, I should have mentioned. They haven't really been able to make anything happen since. And so they're really looking to throw something out there and hope that it sticks. Zoli takes down Cornfield for the first kill of this round. Jay gonna fall now. That'll be the Zofa. Malevolent sneaks his way onto site. Gets a quick 2 hits for himself again here. Takes down Zoli as well. Still looks for the third. Stopped, however, in his tracks by Decembers. Takes a lot of damage in the process, but will manage to get that frag there. I think Decembers might be looking for something to happen now. Lob takes down Vitixi. Washed very low at this point. Probably strongest of win could take him out. Spawns Decembers. What was Decembers even doing or looking at? I do not know. But puts his team back at even numbers right now. More than half the round remaining. Plenty of time, in fact, for them to do something. And it's even numbers. I'm very surprised at how this has turned out and how this has developed so quickly. Will be interesting to see how Bob and Model play the I do not know. Okay, model is lagging really badly. Something is wrong with him. But I think he just lagged out. That is bad news bears here for Lob, and I think it is entirely possible now that we see Wash, the last one left. However, we see overtime, but Lob says no thank you, puts the game away actually. They'll try and sneak in for the plant. I don't know why he was planting in the middle of the room instead of in a corner behind bomb chassis, but Washed was able to very quickly, or Lob, pardon me, was able to very quickly shut that down. Get those two kills that they needed to put the game away, really. Just a great play from him to end the game, put his team at series point. We're going to take another 5-minute break, and then we will be back with the third map, which I believe is Chalet. Homicide will defend again.
Rockstar won't sell it. That's me. Rockstar won't sell a PC version of GTA 6 because PC gamers are cheap. When the long-awaited trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 dropped, many PC gamers were ticked off that...
Kevin Blackheart. FaceTime video.
Alright, I'm starting. I think Zoli has had enough of it. Saying I'm sprinting every round at them, but he didn't get subbed out for Issa. Should be interesting to see how this goes, though this is potentially the last map in the series. It's currently 2-0 for Roof and Crew, who are attacking first here on Chalet. It's again a Monty ban from actually this defending team from Homicide. I'm not exactly sure who, but I think one of the players on Roof and Crew is a Monty main, so that's why. That's what I've heard, at least. Might be wrong. Who knows? The Jocko ban is well going to come out, but it's been an interesting series. The first map was 7-1 in favor of the now attacking team, in favor of Roof and Crew, as essentially they just rolled through Homicide. Had no problem dismantling them on attack on Cafe, and then made pretty quick work of them on defense, which obviously made it very easy, I would like to note, for them to operate, really. Because the only round that they lost was because of the fact that they just got flanked, essentially, and were unable to make anything happen after that. Second map, a lot closer. 3-3 split at half. It was Border, where we saw actually the same starting sides here. I don't have a WhatsApp. Do you? I don't talk to Zarnak. I don't know what happened to him. The answer to like, who do I watch? It's a weird mix.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Trump card ready! Playing my trump card. Reinforcing wall!
Right.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Korn is gassing himself up. He's in for this third game. He joined for the second game. He was saying, let's be honest, if it didn't come in map 2, it would have been a 1-7 again. Which is kind of honest, kind of accurate. He did sub in between maps for, I think it was Board Up? Food Up? I might be wrong on the name. And he immediately made an impact. Was clearly a difference maker for them. I'm sure they're glad to see that he's in for this third map, as he should be, because he's going to really keep their hopes alive here, which they certainly need to, considering the fact that they are at series point in this map, so they do not have a whole lot of breathing room. They kind of have their backs to the wall here. We'll have to see how this goes, though. As the second map, like I said, a lot closer, but then once they swapped sides, once Vitixel and the rest of Homicide went on the attack, they just sort of sputtered. They made it close, but they did nearly push overtime. They certainly mounted a valiant effort on a comeback, and they certainly almost came back. You know, they did make it to make it a 7-5 game, but they just were unable to really pull through and get the overtime secured. 4v5 situation. As Model gonna be the one to draw first blood, taking out Corn there. This push slowly but surely unfolding in favor of this attacking team. Oh dear, Jay just hit the frost mat. He saw it and he put one bullet in it and didn't even hit it, and he just had to do that. Yeah, he's gonna let one of his teammates pick him up instead of self-resing. I think that's the wise choice here. I think Lob sent out a buggy drone there into bathroom to really try and turn up the heat here on Washed, who's clearly feeling it. He's kind of stuck himself in a corner, because even though the Ram there of Lob isn't doing anything, which Ram seems to be a favorite operator of Lob on this map, I just want to point that out. Vitixel takes down Model, puts his team back at even manpower, but clearly under some serious pressure. Lob gonna get a quick two-piece, however, takes down Watch, does collateral through the wall. Isa. Ugh, my apologies. Gonna get one there. Removes 11 from the equation. One shot. And the hot seat flash is going out now. December sticks the plant. Flash is continuing to fly. One shot blinded. Running to cover. Unable to find anyone though. Lob does find him. Shuts him down. And that'll be a round here. 4. For Roof and Crew. Oh, and Vitixi just left. Corn is saying this is boring. Why would you want my It's not at all. Wait. One shot is joking that Vitixi just got off. I sincerely doubt that, but would be interesting to watch for sure. Because this is a waste of time at this point. I think he's ready to be over with this finals. It's a best of 5, but still needs to just wants to do something. Vitixel gonna return. I'll let him choose an operator, and then we will restart. Thank you all for waiting. I'll finish talking about the bands in the meantime. Okay, is he going to pick an op or not? Who was Ash? Yeah. Okay, he picked an op, so we'll start. Alright. Okay, go lock your fish. Have a good day.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Target online. Reloading.
Okay.
Deploying welcome mat.
So, this is clearly there's some mental exhaustion
10 seconds to insertion.
and a sense of defeat among some of the members of
5 seconds remaining.
Homicide. Considering One Shot thinks this is a waste of time,
Attackers are moving
there has to be some sense of, you know, this game is already over, which it's never over until it's over, which obviously is a yogiism. But will be interesting regardless to see how this turns out here. Malevolent very quickly got his head beat in there by December's. Oh dear. Not the way they wanted that to turn out, but alas, they will now have to deal without any real impact on the roam game, and no frag certainly by Tix. He takes down Milkman, but he's going to trade him out here. Man advantage that they have so labored for, really. Lob falls off the roof there and will go down. Boogie Drone rolls through bathroom, creates some sightlines potentially for them to work with. Now, you can see half the round right. The core, really, of this defense, and this is, mind you, a pretty, I would say, pretty defender-sided map. Not super defender-sided, not Skywave. For some reason, not Skyscraper, but it's pretty defender-sided. The core of this defense is just going to really be focused on Master and this sort of long hallway towards bathroom and piano. Jay and Lob going to clear it out, however. All they really have to do is just get open sight lines and 1v1s, and they will win it. It is very clear at the fundamental level that this team here, that this attacking team of Roof and Crew is better in gunfights, and that makes it even more difficult for Korn and for the rest of Homicide to do anything. Okay, bye, Karar.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb.
Vulcan set up and ready to go. Deploying barrier. Adding some protection from grenades. Magnet activate. Well done!
10 seconds left before insertion.
Vulcan is ready.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Think of the magnet as your lucky charm. Magnet's ready. Let them come. Healing station placed.
Alright, so already a bad start here for this defending team, and I think there might be, like I said, a sense of defeat among them. Malevolent certainly not feeling that, though, as he will out swinging. Just a 1-2 combo there. Takes out Issa, takes down Model, and certainly going to be a difficult spot for them right now. As there goes not only Model, who's really a key part of the frag side of Roofing Crew, but also Issa, so they've really lost a lot of that edge. They obviously still have Jay, and Lob is going to be no matter what an issue, but Malevolent going to neutralize that. Speak of the devil for a fourth possibly here. That wall busted open courtesy of December's. Goyo canister goes off on that, and Malevolent continuing to be the issue right now for this attacking team. Jay trying to open up a sideline here all the way out to Wine. I think might have spotted one of the members of was defending the side, but unable to make anything happen. Frag's going out. I almost said flag. Sorry. Frag's going out from Jay. Maybe looking for something to happen here. December's going to rotate around, try and avoid that Wazzy pass set up by Tixie. Spots one on mezzanine stairs. Jay might be looking to roll around, make something happen here, look for a pin. They are obviously down in manpower, so they will need to get a bit aggressive. Look for something to happen here. I think realizing it, Malevolent holds this tight angle here, waiting for the swing, waiting for the play. Looks away just in time for Jay to make the play. Almost caught by that player swinging that door from blue. Decembers holds the Kiba barrier, one shot. Almost caught actually by the Trax going out now. Trax covering Decembers. He'll get a quick two-piece covered by the Kiba barrier again. He'll take down Corn. He'll take down one shot. Washed. Swings across. Will take down Jay. Looks for another one there and will just quickly nip it in the bud, really. Just realizes the player's playing the Kiba barrier. Takes down the cover. Takes down the planter. Takes the round in the hand of Double O Homicide.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Raising our defense! Quick, now! Perimeter defense active. Razor wire! Well done! Flying out!
10 seconds left.
Fourth round here. As one shot and the rest of Homicide. Putting it back even here. Certainly seems possible.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Head out, Godspeed, little fella.
Kona prep to heal. Kona station in place.
Perimeter set. Magnet active.
Swapping mag!
Cluster charge going up.
Cluster's going out there from Lob. He's going to continue to try and just put pressure on this hold here. I think one went out onto the piano side. Now going to rotate around towards bathroom. Look for something here. But so far, not a whole lot of motion. Pardon me, from this attacking team. They're putting pressure on the site, sure, but they're not making real chunk plays towards the objective. They have mezzanine control, however, as well as control blue. Nomad air jab goes down there from Jay to just lock down their flank, potentially against a malevolent flank. Looking to go potentially cross country. I mean, December's going to take down Wash for the first kill of this round. Corn very low at this point. A strongest of wind would kill him. And now, as you can see, Flash is going out here from the man model, maybe looking to make a push into piano side. December takes down Corn. One will actually hit that air jab there. Malevolent does not care, though. He'll run right up and take down model. Look for a second kill now over onto that platform there. Does take him out. That'll be Issa. Lob as well getting a frag, contributing to this round. One shot takes down Decembers to make a contribution of his own. One shot here. Holds the angle. Casts a barricade right next to him. Gets opened up. A double kill. Take down Issa. Looking for a third potentially. Cluster charge goes down there from Lob onto Master. Does not find anybody, however. Flash is going out from Jay. I think he's eyeing repelling in. Potentially they do not have the diffuser, but they still have enough time to get it and get it down. They also have the man advantage here, which is going to be a key since they are in a very important 2v2 situation at this point. Need to get something going right now. They are eyeing potentially a 2-round lead. That could be the breakaway opportunity that they really need at this point to make something happen here and, you know, eye a split in their favor at the end of this half here on this deciding map, on this potentially deciding map. One shot, gonna try and return fire. Lob looking for the plant now. Jay has repelled in. He's gonna be covering. Plant goes down. Lob rotates around. Has the cluster charge available for him. Watching that piano side, realizes One Shot's trying to make his way through there. Rotating around. Jay potentially eyeing a shutdown here. One Shot gonna rotate back, looking for something. Lob out the window. One Shot realizes it, but loses most of his health in exchange for that intel. Lob gonna continue to just play these windows here over by the balcony. I think he hears the 3 armor. Lob moving around those windows. Have to see if he's able to make anything happen here. Actually being chased down almost by the big man, by the fuse. Jay comes in clutch though. Against the frag, gets the round away. And it's now 3-1. Just a well done post plant play there from Roof and Crew.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have located a bomb.
Stop worrying about grenades. Wall secured!
Heading up!
Pest is out and on the run. Wall secured! Back it up!
Heading to welcome them.
Maggots ready. Let them come.
Been ultimate around now this first half. And very good position here for
Defense online.
10 seconds left.
this
before
attacking team. I mean,
5 seconds left before insertion.
no matter what, they're going to be even, at least.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Most likely, they're going to be getting a 4-2 split, just being honest.
Now you don't. Doorway barricaded.
Or possibly a 5-1 split. It's just going to be the question of, are they able to do so?
Enjoy the view.
Sorry, still not 100% used to these things. I can't really go for an option in between, and I don't exactly know how to use the free cam, so I'm going to have to figure that out. In the meantime, enjoy the flop between very far away and very up close. And very close is one way to describe the position that Jay and the rest of Roof and Crew is at. I mean, they're up 3-1 on potentially the deciding map in the series. They're up 2-0 in terms of maps, so they are, you know, in a really nice spot. Embers takes the opening frag. Again, that's been a recurring theme. One Shot seems to recur some damage. Or incur, pardon me, some damage there as he's trying to hold down Mesa Stairs. And rotates it around towards that blue side, potentially eye a play, but I think at this point currently just being manned actually by Corn there. Wash takes a bit of damage, gonna rotate around, maybe look for a flank. Tide rolls down towards Wine, does not find anybody, however, as I think he's just looking to go cross-country right now. It's just this push here, developing with a minute left in the round from Roof and Crew onto Dining. Drops down, December's dominating One Shot, puts away the Wamai. Hey, Selma gonna go down there on that connecting wall. December's takes a bit of damage now. Corn, KIA, Malevolent and Wash, the last two left. At this point, that'll be Issa taking him out. Malevolent takes down a model, but very quickly traded by Jay. All he has to do is just show up at the hatch, at the right place at the right time, and truly that entire team clicking as a unit, as they will manage to put themselves in a even better spot, I would say. If they can win this next round, this game is over. Obviously, a 5-1 comeback is not impossible, but very, very difficult, to say the least.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb.
Changing mags. Reinforcing wall.
Test ready.
T-Ba deployed.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
Deployed.
Another basement hold
Attackers'
here, and
objective is to defuse a bomb.
truly, this site has been
Station in place.
this way for a long time.
Reloading.
Obviously, not only because of the fact that it was reworked back in, what, year 5? Late year 5? But also, I would like to note, because of the fact that even before then, it was basically the same meta, in terms of, in terms of holding down the objective. Truly, it just comes to these two teams know how to attack or defend the site. Obviously, as time has progressed, there have been new operators available for melding how the site is held and how the site is attacked, but at its core, it's just knowledge and skill, executing. Bottle takes down Korn, but Issa falls, I believe, at the hands of Malevolent there. 4v3, he'll get a double kill onto Jay. Might be eyeing another frag, potentially just lies in wait on those lower blue stairs. December's also holding this angle here, so a bit of a standoff between the two of them. December's potentially pushing forward, dealing with that drone there, as Malevolent can actually put down some barbed wire there. That, in conjunction with the Kiva barrier, could be really annoying for this attacking team to deal with, especially considering that they only have, all they really have in terms of soft destruction is just model here with these two ash charges. Gonna now use one of them to open up that hatch there. Probably important considering that I doubt that they really want to use Selma on that. December's now gonna be popping open this main wall here. Opens up Snowmobile. Potentially looking for some sort of play on that connector side. Last ash charge goes out there from Model. Now from here on out, they're going to have to rely on just some melee and potentially December's Law with an extra Boogie and an extra Selma. Malevolent takes out Model from the equation, unfortunately for him. Mom rolls up top, tries to find that Mozzie of Vitixi, continuing to deal some pressure to him. But he's truly just serving as a thorn, really, in the side of this attacking team. V2 Lob takes down Malevolent. Looking for something else to happen here. December going to rotate around, looking for an execute at this point. Drops down into connector, downs one shot. Looking for another kill, potentially rolls right onto site. December looks for the plan. Now Lob going to be playing a real key role, looking to protect him here. I think rolls through there, but Vitixian washed. Able to put themselves in the right spots at the right time here. Just finds the angle right when he needs to and is able to deny the plant. Ultimately, too many angles for them to worry about, too many players for them to be concerned with, and unfortunately for them, are unable to really complete that execute there with just such little time and obviously the manpower really not being in their favor. I think if they were able to, first of all, if they had more time, they would have been able to properly pincer that Mozzie out from K9, but because they left him alive, he was able to really be an issue for them.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Sentries deployed.
Sorry, I'm rediscovering all the controls here, folks. My apologies. Okay, alright. That's interesting. I definitely need to look at the controls after this, folks. I'm confused. We'll figure it out, though. Yeah, because I can just throw myself on the floor. Well, okay, alright. Is that? No. That is not free cam.
Area on duty.
Alright. Close enough. Close enough. And now EMP is going to go out as well as some Selmas. They're going to try and now pop open the snowmobile wall. First round of the second half. Your first opportunity for one shot on the rest of this attacking team now. The rest of Homicide to make a comeback. They are in obviously a very favorable position for them compared to previous rounds. Just this 2v4 versus potentially a 6v2 situation. Obviously going to be a lot more achievable for them to make something happen here. Rolls into connector there. That'll actually be one shot looking for the first kill of this round. Spots them Lucy there of Decembers, but unable to get the frag. Actually a headshot from Decembers. Puts his 10th kill on the board. Will be the first player in the lobby to hit double digits for this map, and also puts team in a good position. Model shuts down Wash there over by Wine Door into Trench. Zofa Malevolent able to take down Decembers. Maybe looking for another one, but Korn shuts him down. Or shut down, pardon me, by Model. Actually on site here. So that diffuser going to be stuck on the objective. Very unfortunate that that turned out the way it did. Vitixi does take down Lob, but alas, can't really do much without the diffuser here. Obviously, it's nice that it's on the objective versus, in Timbuktu, but it means that they won't really be able to plan in Snowmobile until they get that up, get that diffuser up. Magnets going out here from Issa can continue to be an issue. Throws down the Pokeball, able to trigger that Goyo canister. Stim goes out from Vitixi, but unable to make anything happen after that. Issa will shut him down. Now stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to fight himself out of there. Gets a double kill, gets a triple kill, headshot onto Jay, and a frag onto Issa. Mata, the last one left here. Still has the diffuser right next to him. Has 40 seconds to burn, but I think Malevolent going to start getting a bit aggressive. Realizes where Model is. Model rotating away now towards Boiler, towards the rest of Trench, really. I'm seeing now kind of fighting against his own hold here. Malevolent trying to make use of the Kiba barriers against Model. Spots the Goyo canister, going to now trigger it. Model rotates around here. I think Malevolent anticipates it. Swings, headshot, 4K from the Zof of Malevolent. Just great play there from him. Will secure a bit more breathing room right now for Double Homicide. Model a bit frustrated. He's saying they won't stop swinging this idiot.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Alright. I think this is one of the most winnable situations we've seen in a while for Malevolent, for Homicide. They're only down by 1 round. They are not facing match point. They're only at series point, and that's in the context of this best of 5. So they could very easily pull this back and regain some control here. It's going to just come down to how well do they play this. You know, can they effectively get in the face, really, of the rest of this attacking team, or pardon me, defending team, you know, Roof and Crew, can they really make them uncomfortable and capitalize on that? Some utility going out here. I think an Impact EMP was utilized on that, but was unable to really make anything else happen there. Now the Ash here. Washed, potentially going to roll forward. Takes out the utility on that doorway. Model going to get the first frag here onto Malevolent. Washed might be eyeing some pressure here onto the objective. Shut down, however, is Korn. Almost looking for a second. Jay takes down Washed. And now that trench push is effectively diffused here. Korn is dead, so obviously they don't have any more Selmas after that first one, which still did its job, and that they got open snowmobile wall, but they aren't going to be of him, and he's also not going to be available for fragging. So not much else he can really do for them. Model headshot there by 1 shot by Tixie, the last one left here. Quite low. Does have some stems available, but needs to recharge them in order for him to heal. Does get 1 on the lob, so will not be a flawless round for this defending team. Still a very likely win here on this round for them. I mean, it's a 1v4. Almost was a 1v5, and now it's a 9v4. Model takes down by Tixel. That's all he has to do. It's what he does. And, yeah. No other way around it. Just making mincemeat, really, of this attacking team.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Bomb located by attackers.
Alright, we're back to the spot that we were at before.
10 seconds to go.
It's a 5 to 3
5 seconds
on this map, which I think this is.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Magnet online. Wall secured.
We have Lob. I think that's the one thing that I should have made explicit, but I was certainly showcasing him as a Cav. Very intriguing choice. He is going to work well against teams that are not coordinated, which is possibly this attacking team. And the thing is that in 1v1s, he does not really have a kit to win beyond the spats. And his utility is pretty easily countered by Doke, by droning, by a bunch of other things. Issa does get the opening frag onto Vitixi, gonna remove that real key support that they've been sort of crutching on, really. Jay takes down one. Model gonna get one of his own onto one shot. Washed as well. KIA, Malevolent. Korn, the last two left. Malevolent catches Decembers and will knock him out. Korn, however, falls. A headshot from Milkman Models, puts him to sleep. Swings across, finds Malevolent, takes him. Puts the round away. Zoli's talking. It's kind of entertaining, honestly. So it's looking more and more likely that this is going to be a sweep. Roof and Crew is up 6-3, and they're also up in the series 2-0. So, not, never say never, as they always say, but it is definitely difficult.
Setting Volcan. Head down. Go get him, mate. Well done. Swapping mag. Bug is set. Reload. Stay clear up.
Seconds left before insertion.
Okay, potentially the last game in this finals, folks. I don't know about you, but I personally am quite excited.
Reloading. Cover me. Deploying explosive ordnance.
Attackers have located the bomb.
Swapping mag.
Starting shock drone.
Volcan is up. That Volcan deployed. Got us to try.
Labanisa. Sort of the two heads of the Hydra, it seems. December's being the third. They will deliver potentially the beginning of the end there. They take down one shot and Washed. Model falls. However, also shout out to Model because he's also December, so no disrespect to him. Vitixi takes a bit of damage now, falls in the hands of Jay. 2v4 situation here. They're just Malevolent and Korn to try and clutch this round up, try to keep their team in this game, but I think the era defeat is coming upon them. Jay takes down Korn, but Malevolent will trade him out. Manages to punish him for the super shorty play there. And Korn leaves the game. Yeah. He's already predicting how this is gonna go. Gonna try and take down one, take some damage here. Pressure. Lob, he's gonna be running around.
Reloading.
And yeah, Issa just delivers the nail in the coffin. I think it was inevitable at that point, but just Issa gonna confirm it, and ultimately 7-3 win here for Roof and Crew. But they will be the Season 5 Onyx champions of Kyanite League. 3-0 in the series. 7-1 on Cafe, 7-5 on Border, and 7-3 on Chalet.
GG's, y'all boys.
GG's, y'all.
GG's, y'all. GG's.
Alright, folks, that's the game. Thank you all for watching. This has been Kyanite League Season 5 Finals action between Roof and Crew.STX and 00 Homicide. Homicide falls 0-3. They get swept by I almost said Reaping Crew, Roofing Crew, though they might call themselves the Reaping Crew now, considering how well they managed to manhandle, really, the opposing team. 7-1 on Cafe, 7-5 on Border, 7-3 on Chalet. Thank you all for watching. I've been a Scargo player. Have a good evening.